Genoa. When you talk about this small Italian town, you don't even know where to start. Perhaps with the fact that this is the birthplace of Christopher Columbus, or we can tell about a huge pirate ship in the port. Perhaps it would be worth starting with the fact that Genoa, with its amazing narrow streets, is Europe's largest old town. But we will begin our story in Italy. We will tell about the opera. The Carlo Felice Theatre is located in the heart of Genoa on the Ferrari Square. It is situated in the epicenter of all the events taking place in the city. Kazakh theatre troupe will present the Abay opera in the city. The tour of Kazakh Theatre Astana Opera House is a long-awaited event for the residents of Genoa. Last year, the theatre staged Notre Dame de Paris Ballet as part of the modernization of Kazakhstan's identity program with the support of the Kazakh Ministry of Culture and Sports. Now the theatre returned with a firm intention to repeat its success with a truly grand production. More than 300 people arrived in Genoa, including artists, musicians, choir, mime actors, costume designers, makeup artists and technicians to present the pearl of the national classics, the Abay opera in its pristine greatness.
Визитная карточка нашей культуры.
This is one of the most important productions. We will present the entire opera Abay in Kazakh language with Italian captions.
На казахском языке с итальянскими титрами. Впервые будет итальянская премьера этой оперы. Это очень момент волнительный, поскольку Италия – страна, где родилась опера.
It will be the first Italian premiere of the opera. This is a very exciting moment because Italy is the country where the opera was born. And for these sophisticated spectators, we brought our opera, the Abay opera, and we hope the local audience will enjoy it.
Чтобы это понравилось, чтобы это было созвучно.
Astana Opera House prepared a special program to amaze the Italian audience. The scenery of the opera is impressive in its scale on its own stage in Astana. Although the Italian theatre is several times smaller than the Kazakh theatre, the scenery still looks impressive. 7 trucks with decorations weighing about 20 tons travel more than 5,000 kilometers. The technical specialists spent 2 days to recreate the magic of the scenography of the National Opera at Carlo Felice Theatre.
Сцены разные, да? И чтобы провести спектакль как в оригинале, как он был, нам пришлось...
The stages are different. In order to conduct the performance as in the original production, we had to work a little more on all the processes, because even the machinery is different. Our theatre has more equipment and more possibilities, and it took us several weeks to adapt the performance to this stage, to work on the design, to work with our staff and technical specialists.
Наших сотрудников, потому что вы же видели за кулисами, да, работу машинистов, они там все очень четко.
It is not only the scenery that amazes the imagination, but also what happens behind the scenes. The technical specialists work as a single mechanism. Their every moment is calibrated in seconds. In order to change the scenery between acts, they have only 1.5 minutes.
Театр не помнят, когда у них на сцене были такие.
The local theatre staff does not remember when they had such stage decorations. The decorations are heavy and large with electric drives. Everything moves and rolls. We did our best to present the production as it goes in our theatre.
Работает все на пределе. Абсолютно.
The Italians bought all the tickets a week before the premiere as they were anticipating a magnificent production by the Kazakh theatre. In addition, the theatre plans to broadcast the Abay opera to 40 countries worldwide. Artistic director of Carlo Felice Theatre, Giuseppe Acquaviva, is pleased to welcome the Kazakh theatre group. The Italian conductor is a long-time friend of the Astana Opera House. They have many joint projects both in Kazakhstan and in Italy.
Ospitare Abay sia il punto più alto.
As for the Abay opera, I think this opera is the most grandiose production in the Astana Opera House's repertoire. It is unusual for the Italian audience. The opera is performed in Kazakh language and shows the traditions of the Kazakh people. Tickets for the premiere were redeemed for another week. You know, for us, it is an unusual practice that tickets to the hall for 2,000 seats were sold out in a week. This happens quite rarely. Usually we sold out only on some exclusive premieres. The Abay opera proves to be a high-profile event. Carlo Felice Theatre, with its modern and neoclassical architecture, is majestic, both in size and in its history. For nearly 40 years, Giuseppe Verdi spent the winter in Genoa and repeatedly staged operas at the theatre. The Abay opera, created by national composers Ahmed Zhubanov and Latif Hamidi, is one of the outstanding achievements of the musical art of Kazakhstan. It reveals the nation's spirit, essence, national idea through music and words. It is quite symbolic that the Abay opera will be presented in the performing version of Alan Buri Jorybayev, the principal conductor of the theater and great-grandson of the legendary composer Ahmet Zhubanov.
Вы знаете, мы переходим за границы какого-то локального значения Абая.
We go beyond the local value of Abay. I mean, for Kazakhstan, we want to show that Abay is a great man as well as Byron, Schiller, Goethe, Shakespeare and Pushkin. He made a significant contribution to the development of Kazakh language and the world's culture. We want to show his mastery through music, the magnificent poetry written by Mukhtar Awezov and the dramatic story.
Посредством музыки, языка великолепной поэзии Мухтара Ауэзова, посредством этой очень драматической истории,
We will try to tell this amazing opera story and at the same time to show its message, which says that Kazakhstan is a country with great cultural heritage.
Второй план, тот месседж, который показывает говорит о том, что Казахстан – это страна огромной духовности.
The plot tells about the life of an outstanding Kazakh poet, enlightener, philosopher Abay, and about the passionate love and tragic death of his student Aidar, who is being killed by envious people by pouring deadly poison into his drink. In order to immerse the viewer into the atmosphere of bygone years, special attention is paid to the artistic design of the opera, including the costumes of the characters. An individual costume, shoes and jewelry were made for each artist.
Bir gana kostyumмен шығып қоймайды бұлар. Бірінші актыда бір kostyumмен шықса, екіде мынаумен шығады.
Soloists do not perform in the same costume. Each act has its own special costume. Therefore, taking into account ballet, soloists, choir, the number of all costumes and hats reaches approximately 200-300.
Тағы сондай нелеріміз бар. Сол персонаждың бәрін кигізгенде бір где-то 200-ге асып түседі-ау 200-ден.
The costumes were created both in the sewing workshop of the Asana Opera Theatre and in Italy. The costumes are made from natural silk and fur to drape fabrics. Italian master Franca Squarciapino created the amazing costumes. All the details fit both the era and the characters of the main parts. Please pay attention that Abay wears this costume when he comes out to the people. In general, this look reflects his simplicity and close attitude to the people. Abay appears in this costume during the scene with the wedding to show the atmosphere of festive event. Ornaments have the ability to express mood. For example, this type of pattern is called lamb horns or bird wings.
Сонда әрқайсы әртүрлі жаңағы бұған не беріп тұрады да, қарапайым болу үшін.
In Kazakh language, it is called differently. With the help of ornament, you can express the idea of the look. In this case, we see different images in the ornament. Lamb horns are used here, and they are also wings. The picture conveys mixed feelings, both joys and sorrows. Any costume reveals the character and mood of the main hero. Azhar's wedding dress is perhaps the brightest and most beautiful costume in the play. The beautiful jacket is decorated with dozens of precious stones. Honored artist of Kazakhstan, Mayra Mohamedkizi, appears in this costume in the third act. Today we have to convey to the viewer the meaning of this opera with the help of beautiful music and acting. This opera shows all the traditions of the Kazakh people. Festivals, court, the elders of the village, dances. We show who we are, our history and traditions through this opera. Therefore, of course, this is a very big responsibility. Azhar feels a wide range of emotions during the whole performance: despair, fear, love, happiness and bitterness. It is the challenging part for any soloist.
Мен ойлаймын, көптеген адамдар өмірде бір-ақ рет сүретті.
Sometimes I think that people only live once and then life ends. As an actress, I live 1,000 lives. I fall in love, I get married, I die, I live many lives and fates on the stage.
Өліп, болмаса жаңағы неше түрлі тағдырды біз сахнада сомдаймыз. Спектакль біткеннен кейін таңғы сағат.
After the performance, I cannot sleep until 3 to 4 in the morning. This happens to all, and this is the fate of almost all actors. The music plays in my head without stop. The scenes of the play flash again and again before my eyes. Some say it's impossible to cry on the stage, but you need to make the audience cry. This is not about me. I become Azhar. I can understand her feelings and words. I feel the same way she feels. It is really difficult.
сахнада соның бәрін сезіну әрине ауыр.
Just a few hours remain before the start of the performance. Soloists in Kazakh national costumes are walking around the Italian theatre. It seems that you are not at all in the north of Italy, but somewhere in the Kazakh steppes about 200 years ago. In the dressing rooms, we find Yevgeny Chainikov and Sundet Baigozhin. They play Jirenche and Abay. They're sitting back to back. Now they are waiting for costumes and stage makeup. Jirenche's makeup is a complex makeup. We have to show his age. We use mustache, beards.
Растительность, усы, бороды. Подчеркиваем, то есть корректируем лицо.
We emphasize the parts of his face. We correct the face, give him a more adult old look, and add wrinkles. When we have a negative role, we create evil eyebrows.
Наверное, скорее всего, роль тоже. То есть у нас идут более злые такие брови.
Well, Jirenche is an angry person. He has a stern look. When the story begins, he already looks very angry and nervous. These are the final touches. The soloists are ready to perform. The stage is ready for production. The viewers are also excited. The creative atmosphere reigns in the theatre.
Лично для меня я хочу, чтобы опера Абай звучал на сценах мировых театров.
To me personally, I want the Abay opera play to be staged at the world's best theatres. It is a masterpiece of theatres' repertoire. Today we present the opera for the first time here. We are pioneers. The fate of this opera in Europe may even depend on today's event. We should do our best to perform as best as we can.
Максимально, как сжавшись как один кулак, показать всю оперу, всю составляющую.
Now we leave the soloists to prepare for the performance and go out into the street. The rainy day gave way to evening freshness. It seemed that nature allowed people to come to the long-awaited premiere without spoiling the appearance. It is already quite stuffy in the big hall of the theatre. More and more people come to the theatre. But then the magic moment came when in one graceful movement the curtains went up, leaving the audience and the stage alone. From the first act, the Italian public was fascinated with the whirlpool of the plot, and Italian subtitles helped to understand the play. Beautiful, tragic, joyful, dramatic. Every action created a variety of feelings in the audience. This is just an incredible experience. The scenography is impressive and the story is unusual and interesting. I was impressed with everything. The heroes, their costumes, and of course their voices. Yes, their vocals are a little different from what we used to hear. The voices are very warm, fascinating, and the story is beautiful, unique, and original. The representatives of the Kazakh diaspora attended the premiere in Italy. I am so impressed with the performance. The opera is wonderful. I came with my child. He is 6 years old. Unfortunately, he does not speak Kazakh, only Russian and Italian. Everything was very interesting to him. I think that if a 6-year-old child who does not understand the language was fascinated, then it means that it is a success. The ovation seemed to last forever. The Italian public welcomed Kazakh musicians with great enthusiasm and energy. This was an incredible special moment of togetherness when the roar of applause merges with the beat of the beating hearts of everyone who was involved in creating the masterpiece. The opera was performed for the first time in the national language in Europe. This is our great achievement.
Жемчужина нашей казахской оперы. И, конечно, на сегодняшний день мы воплотили.
We are proud to have such a masterpiece in our repertoire. We believe that today we successfully implemented our mission and presented the opera with pride. Of course, this is just the beginning. We will work hard and promote our national opera. There are still a lot of people in the lobby of the theatre. They stood beside the main actors of the evening, the conductor and soloists, to get an autograph, take a memorable photo and wish comeback soon to them. We believe this proves that the tour of Kazakh theatre was a great success.